Once upon a time, well, in the 1970s and 80s to be specific, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, or DEC, decided it was time to change the way we treat our waste. You see, for years, all garbage, broken pipes, rusty car parts, broken toilets, food scraps, newspapers, soda cans, was going into town dumps. No recycling, no good for the planet. The DEC was worried that, over time, town dumps would pose a threat to two things we all need to survive: safe drinking water and clean air. With that in mind, a plan was developed to close down the town dumps. And that's where OCRRA comes into the story.
OCRRA is the Onondaga County Resource Recovery Agency. That's a fancy way of saying we're the group that oversees what happens to the waste in communities throughout Onondaga County.
We've been working to keep neighborhoods like yours cleaner and healthier since 1990. So how do we do it? Well, the OCRRA system consists of four main parts. 1. Reduction and reuse. 2. Recycling and composting. 3. Energy recovery. And 4. Landfill burial. Let's take a minute to go over what each of these really means. We'll start with reduction and reuse. When you think about it, the best kind of waste is no waste. That's why it's important to find ways to create less waste. Whether it's here at school with your teachers or at home with your family, creating a better world starts by making smarter choices. Pack your lunch in a reusable lunchbox instead of using a bag. Use both sides of the paper when writing, drawing, or printing. Drink from reusable water bottles. These are just a few ways we can reduce waste. Of course, there will always be some items we can't reuse. If they're dangerous, like household chemicals or fluorescent bulbs, OCRRA collects them for safe disposal. OCRRA also works to recycle as many items as possible. We can turn items like newspapers, cardboard, bottles and cans, and even yard waste and food scraps into new products or compost for landscapes and gardens. This helps reduce our trash.
So, recycling is great, but what happens to the stuff that can't be recycled?
Well, through OCRRA, even waste doesn't go to waste. We're talking about energy recovery. That means taking our trash to the waste-to-energy facility and burning it to create electricity.
This process creates enough electricity to power 30,000 homes per year. Plus, it keeps 325,000 tons of trash out of landfills.
The final part of the OCRRA system is burial in a landfill.
Landfills are places where trash is buried in a safe way to prevent air and water pollution, unlike the old trash dumps that were closed down in the past.
OCRRA tries to keep as much out of landfills as possible, because all forms of disposal, including waste to energy and landfilling, have environmental impacts. Through reduction, recycling, and recovery, we reduce our impact. Still, some items, along with the ash from our waste-to-energy facility, are buried in a landfill in a way that is safest for the environment. Well, there you have it. Now you know a little about what OCRRA is and how we manage a full waste system to preserve resources and keep our community beautiful. But the story doesn't end there. It continues with you.
You can help by picking up litter in your neighborhood, reducing your waste, taking advantage of OCRRA's disposal programs, recycling your materials, buying recycled products, and working together with OCRRA to help save the world, a little each day.